Best Buy, your new bestie. Yes, Fit Me. Wow. Every shade, every tone. Okay, so as we see here, and I call this Fit Studio because this is the Fit Me foundation by Maybelline, okay? But I want us, before we get into this beautiful product, okay, and the coverage of this product, I need us to hone in on one thing: the price. This is $8.62 for a full coverage, matte, poreless, hydrating, and smooth finishing, but lightweight foundation. Clock it. Clock it. Okay, girls, so Maybelline has a lot of products. I don't want us to get confused. This portion of Maybelline's video is literally Fit Me, okay? Fit Me, there are different colors, okay? It says Dewy Plus Smooth, you see that? We have poreless. I want y'all to try to stick with matte plus poreless, the one with the blue strip. Matte plus poreless. That's gonna still give us the same finish. The difference in this is this is just an extra smooth finish. So what I will say is, if you are a girly, you have acne scarring, or your skin is uneven to the point where you can see it through makeup from time to time, this is going to be the one for you. If not, get this one. I highly recommend a consultation with me. We can get there. If you think that this one, the Dewy Plus Smooth, scarring, see-through makeup, if you feel like that is the best option for you, I still encourage you to get this one. Get this, but let's do a consultation. Of course, because you're part of the team, that's on me, okay? So, but I want to see this on your skin before we connect and we commit to this being the foundation that you use for performances, okay? So, we're using Maybelline Fit, okay? Matte and poreless. Grab this one if you need to. If you feel like, you know, hey, that's something I have struggles with, we'll have a conversation personally, okay? That's our foundation. $8.62. So I'm gonna grab this, put this in my, I'm gonna get a 340, okay? I'm getting a 340. This is my complexion. Let's talk all things primer. Primer. We need primer to what? Prime the face. We want to prep the face, to prep the skin for our look. Now, listen, this is why I love Walmart. They have beautiful brands. We used Maybelline for our foundation. For our face primer, we're gonna be using Wet n Wild. Trust the process. Whenever we're getting into makeup, we want to always start by prepping the skin, prepping our face. So of course you need moisturizer. Of course you need a good primer. We'll talk moisturizer in a different segment. Right now, I want us to just focus on what you should have for your face routine, what goes or pairs along with your foundation. So to start, we always need a great primer. That's first thing first. Priming the face, moisturizing the face. Because I already know we're going to be using a matte and poreless foundation, we want to stick with using a matte and or poreless primer, okay? Something that is going to give our skin smooth and a matte finish, but also keep it hydrated, okay? I have the perfect product. Let me show you. Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer Matte, $5.47. This is the primer that you will need to get. Love her. Love her down. This product, you don't have to use a lot of it. It's going in the basket. You literally will put it on 2 or 3 of your fingers, depending on how wide your face is. Typically, I use 2, even though my cheeks are pretty wide. But you're literally dabbing a piece, a little bit, using the 1, 2, or 3 finger rule. You would be applying just a little bit, a drop of that product on your finger, moisturizing it into your face, into the creases, starting inward, going outward. And I'll be showing you guys that later. But yes. Face primer, $5.47. Also, Wet n Wild has a black eyeliner for $1. You can get the Wet n Wild, or you can get the NYX or NYX, some people call it. Those are my 2 preferences. So I'm gonna grab one of those. It's in our basket. We have primer, foundation, eyeliner. Let's get into concealer. Okay, now here is where things get a little spicy. And we love spicy. Okay, we talked about NYX products. We talked a little bit about Wet n Wild. I personally, when we're talking about under budget but great quality, we're gonna go with LA Colors. LA Colors concealer. Okay, this concealer is $1.98. They have color correcting. They have blemish and blush as well. And I'm just giving you guys these tips. We won't focus on those right now. We want to just focus on concealing. And so one of these in your shade. Now we're gonna get into shades and things of that nature. That's like a personal one-on-one. I will be able to talk to you guys about color swatching. But for the most part, I'm expecting. Okay, listen. For the most part, I'm expecting you guys to know your shades, okay? If you don't know your shades, that's where I come in and I can help you. And I will be on the scene. Sure enough, soon enough, you guys will be meeting me in person. So I will be able to help you in that case. For you guys who don't know your shades, for most of you, I'm expecting to know your shade. So concealers, LA Girls, $1.98. Grab that, okay? I'm just gonna put one in the basket. That's that, $1.98. We've already got foundation for under $10. We've got primer for under $10. We've got eyebrow pencil, or excuse me, eyeliner. It could also be used for eyebrows, okay? I'm gonna say this: if you're gonna use your eyeliner pencil for your eyebrows, do not get black. Amen. Amen. Okay, so found a little gem. This is LA Girls. I don't know why I keep saying LA Girls. It's LA Colors brow kit. Okay, it doesn't have a price. I'm gonna let you know how much this is. I'm pretty sure we're still gonna stay under $50. This would be a great tool if you're one of those girls that like to fill in your brows, okay? We want to stay away from the black. This does have charcoal in it, but we want to stay away from the black as much as possible. So if you're getting a black eyeliner pencil, please get a brow kit. And if you don't want to get a brow kit for purchase reasons, get a brown, a deep, deep dark brown eyeliner, okay? Black should not go here, only here. Okay, let's quickly talk brushes, okay? They have brush accessories, eye accessories right near the LA Colors collections. So what I want you to do is, based on your budget now, because I don't know what you need, but I'm still giving you a good budget-friendly items that you can pick up very quickly. But if you're somebody that needs a lot of brushes, what I'm going to suggest is, and make sure that you have one brush for foundation, one brush for contour, one brush for eyes, okay? You can kind of finesse if you have at least 5 brushes. So what I suggest is getting one of these that have multiple brushes in them, and I'll show you which one is my favorite one. Okay, makeup sometimes has to be on a budget, and that's okay. So I found these brushes. They are eco-tools, so basically they're healthy for the environment. That's the scientist in me. But it includes a full face brush makeup, so that would be like your foundation brush. It includes a angled foundation face brush, which would be if you're filling in sometimes, which you could also use this as a contour and concealer brush. It does have a blurring concealer brush, and then it has a crease define eye brush. So these two, and an angled eye brush. So these two on the end right here would be your eye makeup brushes. These would be for face concealer and contour. This is my pick, okay? $10. It's $9.98. I'm gonna put this in the basket just to show you that having good brushes matter, but we're gonna also see what our budget is, okay? So right now we have got our primer, we have our foundation, we have our concealer, we have our eyeliner, we have a pick of brushes, we have an eyebrow kit, okay? And now we're gonna focus on eyes, on eye look, and lips, okay? Let's get into it. I almost forgot. If you do not have a powder sculpt and contour kit, LA Girls does have this Shape It Up sculpt and contour kit, and it is $2.98, okay? For the purposes of the video, I'm going to grab one just so you guys can see the total of all the products that I'm telling you to get. But some of these things you'll find as you increase your makeup kit, you won't be using or getting the products in the same way as when you first bought them. So that's that. In the same section, LA Colors has eyeliners that are gel. Under that, they have lip liner pencils and lip liner gels, okay? Also in that same section, they have gloss. We're going to get a liner, and we're going to get a gloss, okay? Okay, so there's going to be 3 pencils in this lip combo that you will need to get, and these will be interchangeable with your costumes, okay? Natural, okay? That is this color that I have here, 98 cents. You also need cocoa, and you will need mauve. As you can see, they don't have it, so I can't show you, but remember mauve, cocoa, and natural, okay? I am gonna get the natural, and I'm gonna just get 2 other pencils for content purposes so that you can see what the price is, okay? Along with those 3 colors, you're gonna get these 3 lip glosses, okay? They are Mood Lip Gloss, okay? They are Glossy Lips Peachy Keen, and then the Clear, okay? And those are all 98 cents. Get those. Right under that, they have a matte finishing setting spray. Grab that. That is $3. It may be $5. I'll do a price check. But this is the setting spray. I'm going to give you guys another setting spray, but this is the cheapest and the lightest setting spray that I approve of, okay? Under that, there is some eyeshadow kits. I want us to focus on this one. It says 16 color eyeshadow suite. It's $5. LA Colors. Get this. This has every color that we would use throughout the season, okay? This is the one. $5. My other choice in setting spray is by e.l.f. You see it says Powder Grip Dewy Setting Spray. That's going to be always used for long-lasting wear. So, you know, heavy sweating. Also with this primer, it's the same thing. It's matte. But remember what I said, e.l.f. is a little more cheap. e.l.f. is a little bit more pricey, and we're staying on the cheap side, okay? But if that's not a problem for you, definitely grab e.l.f. primer and e.l.f. setting spray. They do have NYX here as well, a gripping primer. I'll get into that another time, but that's also a great primer to have. Okay, boom. So we're all done. You should have everything that you need. I'm going to go over the products one more time so that you know we're starting with our primer. Wet n Wild. You can also substitute for the e.l.f. foundation, Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless. This is long lasting. Remember, you can substitute that for the Dewy. Okay, we have LA Colors eyeliner. We have our Eco Tools brushes for our eyes. We have our LA Colors 16 shadows. We have our Shape It Up contour and sculpt kit. We have our setting spray. We have our 3 lip glosses with our 3 pencils. We have our LA Colors concealer, and we have our brow kit. Just like that. So for approximately $51.20, you can get a full face beat down at Wally World. It's a Jet 2 holiday. So we have the products. I want us to keep the products in mind. I will list them in the video. Again, they will also be in the description of the video, but I want us to keep in mind because now it's time to apply, okay? So once we apply, I'm not going to really have a lot of time to go in detail for the purposes of the video of what each product is. We're going to have to remember, we have our primer, we have our foundation, we have our concealer, we have our eyeliner, we have everything else in that order that we talked about, our setting sprays, our color swatches, our eyeliners, our eyeshadows, our brushes, all of that, okay? So once I start applying, please forgive me if I don't say this is the primer that I'm using because we went over all of the products that I will be using in the store, correct? All right. Okay, y'all, so we talked about lashes. Excuse me. Okay, y'all, so the only thing that was not included in our $51.20 was lashes, okay? So I'm here at the Tree of the Dollar, okay? They have some faux mink lashes, and they're so cute. And so I'm going to show you the 3 that I'm going to go with, okay? They do have some dramatic LA Colors ones as well. So I'm going to show you, well, that will make 4, okay? My first choice is the 3D faux mink lashes, okay? Soft Strip Black. Because this will give you a nice finish without needing mascara, okay? But I know some girls are not lash girly. In the case that you are not a lash girly, go with the LA Colors Dramatic Lash. But you need to have a lash, okay? These are my top 3. The Ioni brand, definitely top 1. And then LA Colors, top 2, okay? So y'all can see the difference of those and then those. Get something, okay?